Welcome back. Experiencing the Garden of Eden before the forbidden fruit, Natalie Lahav took it all off at a new desert ashram and got in touch with her inner goddess. This and more. Hello, Nat.
Hi.
And I, saw you the other day, and I swear you're a different person since going here. I mean, we talked about this a few weeks ago. It's already been a week.
Yeah.
First of all, how do you go there and do this without, feeling totally self-conscious?
Well, remember I told you I was doing naked yoga. So once you do the yoga postures and you're naked and everything's kind of out there, being naked isn't a big deal anymore. So it just feels very comfortable. And it is, don't forget, very spiritual. You're laying down all of your costumes and your masks and these stories that you tell yourself of who you are, and you're just naked in nature. So I mean, there's really no room for judgment.
How it was. I mean, you study spirituality. I mean, that's what the Garden of Eden event was.
Letting it all.
There was no ego, and people were just comfortable in their body, and that led to the advent of covering themselves up with fig leaves and what's happened to mankind thousands of years since then.
Well, that's also the theme of the festival. So this is a festival called Pashut, which is simple in Hebrew, and it happens in ashram in the desert, which is a special kibbutz, which is just dedicated to spiritual work. It's called an ashram in the desert.
Wow. So they have other events similar.
So this festival is completely nude. It happens twice a year, and if you're a man, you have to come buy tickets, man and woman together, so there's gender equality. So there's not a bunch of horny men and then a few women. So they kind of level it out.
Of course.
And you can go, so you can buy tickets together, and there are a lot of workshops and activities, and it's in the desert. And basically, I was naked for 4 days straight. It was amazing.
So you had a very transformative experience. I mean, spiritually, just being in the middle of the desert, going through. Right, exactly. You found your inner goddess.
Walking through the desert naked, and they were all looking, and instead of being oh, don't look at me, I was yeah, look at me, I'm beautiful, it's fine. I don't feel guilty about saying that.
When you do something like this, it is not an inherently just sexual experience of a guy looking at, an excuse to, it's beyond the sexual, the act of sex.
Right, there were signs everywhere, don't take pictures, obviously. There were no phones there, because who wants to know? And there were also signs, sex is great, just have it in private. And anyone, there were these angels walking around, so if anyone was doing sexual stuff or things that made other people uncomfortable, they would ask them to go back to their tents. Okay. You can do whatever you want in private. It's not this one big orgy, it's very respectable, it's very spiritual, and it's transformative, as you've said. And if you go there with that intent, then you will have a very deep and meaningful experience. If you don't, then you won't, and that's fine also.
And for women, why do you think something like this is so important? Why are we different, gender-wise than men when it comes to, embracing our lower body?
I think it's about embracing our femininity and our body and our womanhood, and stop. I mean, we're judged all the time by the media and even capitalism and the clothes we buy and the models and the TV, and we're always judged. We're always judging ourselves, being judged by others, judging others, and it's all around our body. Yeah. So releasing that. I mean, look, there were women there, all sizes and shapes, and they were all beautiful, and they all felt beautiful, and you can see it and feel it. So it's just accepting the body, your body as it is, without judgment and without criticism, because you're the big.
Well, what do you talk about? You're there, you're having a meal. What it's like? I mean, what do you talk about with people?
You look. And it's okay to look. I mean, a naked man standing in front of you, you're going to look. It's fine. Just not stare, but look. And you just talk about regular stuff. There's the nakedness isn't a big deal.
Exactly. All right, quickly, because we can talk about this all day. All right.
I know.
Orgasmic meditation.
Yeah, we're going to call it on meditation, because that's what it's been called.
Meditation.
And I
female
can't say
pleasure
orgasm.
Meditation.
So female pleasure on meditation. The girl, Nicole Jaden, she's the first one talking about it. And she talked about it in TED, and she has these actual studios where she teaches people. So the on meditation is the man giving the woman pleasure. He looks at her body while doing it, and he tells her what he sees, and she's just receiving pleasure. But it's not pleasure to reach a climax. It's just to actually enjoy the experience.
And the men are dressed, I saw.
They're completely dressed. They don't get anything in return, and it's about changing our perspective on sex. It's not about getting and giving and reaching goals and getting stuff done. It's just about pleasure and enjoying yourself. Wow. And that's what this actually teaches.
And it really seems to be taken up. I mean, these things do start in Europe, and it's interesting. I would think that there's
there should be more centers like that in Israel, and we're going to see more and more as we go along. But it's tantric, very unique experience. I recommend it.
Thanks, Nat.
Yeah,
Good stuff.